There are good opening days and there are bad opening days. This is probably a bad opening day. Good morning, though, and welcome to OffBeat here on North Shore 9, presented by FanDuel. My name is Alex Stumpf here in the seats at Citi Field. Made the trip for opening day. Gonna do a little road traveling this year. Gotta get a couple of these episodes from the ballpark. Enjoy the ballpark cleanup sounds as we continue on. That was a rough opening day. Pirates lose to the Mets 11-7. It's one game out of 162. No reason to overreact, but one of the inspirations for this show is Rich Eisen's show, where he has a section called Overreaction Monday. We're going to overreact just a little bit, see what needs to be concerned here, because I didn't have Paul Skenes being pulled in the first inning in my bingo card. Now, he effectively got 4 outs. Oneil Cruz misplayed 2 balls in center field. Rough go. Okay. But even then, it wasn't a great outing from him. Maybe he would have righted some stuff in the second, third inning, but I'm not concerned because it's one start, it's one inning, it's one bad inning where he, missed out on 2 outs that his defense should have provided, but not a lot of whiffs, not a lot of good stuff with 2 strikes. Not a great outing. Out of the zone with his fastball more than he's in. That's very uncharacteristic. And the way that Paul operates a lot of the times with his starts, he will have those fastballs and then he will usually lean on one off-speed or secondary pitch and really hammer that home for a lineup. He'll use the whole arsenal, but you check those starts. There's going to be one pitch that has like a 20-something% usage, and the other ones are going to be 10-ish. Today was the changeup. The Mets were on it. Like, he threw 8 changeups in that first inning, and the Mets swung at 7. And whenever you look at where those pitches were located, I think the Mets read it. The Mets were reading him out of the hand. Now, I don't know if that's a tunnel thing. I don't know if that's a tipping thing. I don't know what it is. And I don't really want to speculate a whole lot, but that was a pitch last year. That was one of his best pitches. Mets are on it today. 7 swings and 8 pitches indicates to me they were searching out that pitch. Okay, it's one outing. It's one bad outing. He could go to Cincinnati, ballpark, a team that he's had a very good track record of success. He could do his traditional 6-7 innings, a 1-run ball, and we're not even going to think about this start. I think towards the end of the year. Like, does anyone remember the last time he gave up 5 runs against the Cardinals in April of last year? And there was that hint of overreacting to it. How'd that turn out? He won a Cy Young. So I'm not going to overreact to that. I'm more tempted to overreact to the bullpen, because I listed that as one of the 3 reasons why I didn't think this team was going to make the postseason. Justin Lawrence, couple swamp donkeys, just not a good pitch at all. Took it out. That's concerning. Isaac Mattson, walking batters. That's concerning. Mason Montgomery, walking batters and allowing hard contact. That's concerning. It just wasn't a good day for the bullpen. Like, Yohan Ramirez came in with a very thankless job and did remarkably well, in my opinion. Mason Montgomery tried his, hand. He didn't go as far as he needed to. But that middle relief that we talk about, that this team needs to establish, that, yeah, this could be a plus for this team. What every team needs it to be a plus, especially with all these young pitchers, with those inning limits, and you have to make sure that they can, cross them. Just wasn't a good outing for the bullpen as a whole. And that's a unit that there was a lot of concern for. That's a unit that needs to get better. That's a unit that can't let the starting rotation down. And opening day, the rotation didn't do its part. Paul Skenes didn't do his part. It's one game. He'll have 30-something starts this year, is what it is. He said he felt fine. I guess I should have said that also with Paul Skenes. It wasn't like, I was hurt or pitching through anything. If you want to speculate about, did the WBC mess up or throw a fly in the soup of his build up. If you want to, there are a lot of things to speculate on, but he feels fine. That's one that you shouldn't speculate on. He's not going to have a lot of these starts. I would not be shocked if this is the only time that he has an outing like this. It is very uncharacteristic for him. And a big part of it is it was opening day. There's 161 more of these. He's going to make 30-something more starts. This is not the hill to die on. If there is ever a hill not to die on, it is this one, the first game, the one where you have an entire season -1 to make up for it. So, yeah, I am not worried about that. The bullpen, though, not throwing strikes, giving up hard contact, that is more of a concern to me. We're going to take a break here, throw it over to Cody. Then we're going to talk about the defense and some positive things out of opening day.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
Thanks, Cody. Oneil Cruz in center. Not a great look. Actually, just a flat-out bad look, because happened last opening day too, where he made the mistake in the field and it played a big impact in the Pirates losing that game. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, he lost the ball twice. He wasn't wearing sunglasses. It's not a good look. It is not a good look whatsoever. I'm not going to overreact, though. But I will admit a temptation here. That you have someone that so much has been made about his defense. And he did a lot of good things. You know, he worked with Kevin Kiermaier. He's worked with Tark Brock a lot. He's done a lot of stuff that you're supposed to do as a young player trying to improve. It's the first game. He hasn't had, since last year, a grandstand. It's Sprite. There are so many things. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses here, because you got to catch those balls. Or at the very least, if you have those 2 drop, maybe go bring some sunglasses out for the second inning. We'll see if he's going to have sunglasses the next time the Pirates play a home game. But yeah, I don't know. There is a question of, if it doesn't work in center field, where does it work defensively for Oneil Cruz? Because shortstop, that door is closed. I can't get third base. I can't get behind it, because all the issues with shortstop was the footwork. And yeah, he cut down on that a little bit at third base, but he still needs to shuffle the feet right. He still needs to move in the right way. He still deliver balls the right way. And he just showed that he couldn't do that at shortstop. Center field, he has the tools. I know nobody likes hearing about tools, but I got to say it again. He has the tools to be elite defensively. And if it's not going to be center, I don't know where to go. You can say move him to a corner. You're just adding, slices. That first double, triple that went over his head, that was a slice ball. That was a line drive. That is not going to get easier moving him to left field or right field. Reading the ball is the issue here. So I think he could be fine in center field, but whenever I'm talking about like another reason why I said, hey, this team, why they won't make the playoffs, I listed 3 reasons why they would, why they wouldn't. Defense was the big one, or one of the big ones for me, for why they wouldn't. This was a defense that was strong for years. And yeah, I know they had a couple anchors with guys like Hayes and Triolo being a utility guy. And before that, Jacob Stallings, and like they had those anchors, and they don't really have them right now, except for Triolo. But like, you got to make the routine play. It is a bad look to drop 2 fly balls on 2 straight pitches. It cost Skenes 2 outs. It was the reason why he was only able to pitch 2/3 of an inning. It was potentially 3 runs. That game is managed very differently on both sides. It was a 4-run decision, but like 3-run swing right there. That is tough. That is tough to overcome. Who knows what would have happened? Who knows if Skenes would have righted the ship, gone a couple innings. So no, I'm not going to throw it all on Oneil Cruz, but like, let's be real. Those were the most consequential plays of the day. Good stuff. Brandon Lau, 2 home runs. Why I'm never really going to buy too much into spring training results. I will look at approach. I will look at some metric data, but I'm not going to care what the batting average is. Like whenever I say Connor Griffin slugging less than 100 against fastballs, I also showed my work with that. Like, hey, look where he's missing. Look, that's why I don't think that those are the results I care more than just the batting average or the RBIs or the home runs. That's good. Ryan O'Hearn, couple good swings going oppo. I have a hard time believing that if you would have told someone after this offseason, yeah, opening day, Brandon Lau's got to hit 2, Ryan O'Hearn's going to hit 1, Paul Skenes going to start, and the Pirates are going to lose by 4. I don't think a lot of people would have bought that. It's a stupid sport. It's a beautifully stupid sport. You could be as smart as you want with it. Dumb stuff is going to happen. That's what happened there. So good to see some signs of life with the offense. I stand by that. If this is a even average offense, their chances of the postseason are high. Today was the exception to the rule. They're going to need people to step up in that middle relief. I think that could happen. They're going to need Oneil Cruz to feel better. It could happen. I don't know if he's ever going to be this elite fielder, this Gold Glove candidate that, his tools would suggest that he has the potential to. I don't think that's going to happen. Paul Skenes going 2/3 of an inning and allowing 5 runs. I don't think that's going to happen again anytime soon. It's one game. It's not reason to overreact, but yeah, not a great look. Anyway, there's 161 more of these. I can't wait to talk to them about you, with you. So if you haven't, be sure to subscribe here to get more offbeat here on North Shore 9 presented by FanDuel. And if you also prefer the written word, check out Book Rule Bucks, my new Substack, launched right this past week also. So check that out also. It's free for a short period of time. So if you're on the fence about, if you want a newsletter or if you want to just read my coverage, it's there. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good weekend. We'll talk again Monday.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.